Hey guys, well today on the Mag Show I'm going to be discussing PTSD and dog bites, or just dog attacks, just PTSD and dogs and animals in general. Cusco! Yes, I'm trying to do an episode. What do you want? No, you have a rope right there. Hold up. So I rescued Cusco. I rescued him 4 days ago. He's a good boy. He has to wear his cone because he's got stitches. And because you got your bottle clip. Yeah, he's good. I expected him to be a lot worse on the leash. Took him about a day to get it. He's a husky Malamute. And he's got a lot of energy. And he's a good boy. But, hey. You knocked down my earphone, dog. Now I gotta grab it before you eat it. So I remember when I first got attacked by a dog. I never understood how people could be scared of animals. I just never could really understand it. And when I first got attacked by by this dog, I didn't understand it either. I was like, for like the first month, I was like, I don't know how. Okay, I just got viciously attacked by this German Shepherd, and okay, not like viciously attacked, but I'll just go into the story. But and I didn't have any trauma right afterwards, but it actually slowly crept up on me, and there was a certain point when I realized I had a huge problem, and I tried to get help, and it took a long time, and I'm just gonna go through what I did with you guys. So if someone that you know that's gone through this experience, maybe this can help them out, because mine was so bad I couldn't watch movies. New World with those wolves in it and them following you around, I had to take my headphones off. I couldn't watch Signs with German Shepherd scene in it, dogs growling, video games, movies. Just the dog's face. I could not go into a pound whatsoever. Like my buddy's dogs, like dogs that I knew for years, they would have to lock them up when I came over because it was just so. I felt so bad, man. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, I'm just gonna start from the beginning. All right, so I'm just bouncing all over the place. I need to start from the beginning. I had a 125-pound German Shepherd. When I got attacked by this other dog, I ended up having to get rid of my dog because of my trauma of my experience. All right, so to start from the beginning, I was in the fire department in New Mexico, and I had this 125-pound German Shepherd named Trigger. He's actually just right over here. This little picture over here. I saw the check that he wrote for me. I got to put it up when I got Cusco out, though, because he's probably tear it up. Hey! So Trigger and I used to do everything together. I'm talking like I used to work 24-hour shifts, 24 on, 24 off, and every day me and him were up in the mountains. Like, just exploring, chilling, going to bonfires, like, except for he was aggressive. I couldn't take Trigger to my buddy's houses because he would try to attack their dogs. And so I just wanted to get Trigger to the point where I could take him to my buddy's houses, we could hang out, and my dog wouldn't be a complete asshole. So I was taking him, and I was paying some pretty serious money to get this dog trained. Luckily, it was a dude's wife in the fire department that was doing the training, so I was getting a mad discount. So I was getting like group training on top of one-on-one training. And so this one time we were in training, and we were at the park, and so we were just doing it was only me and Trigger and this guy and his dog. And they were both German Shepherds. And so, and his dog was probably about 100 pounds. And so mine was about 25 pounds heavier than his. So there wasn't really much of a difference. And so anyways, we're doing the dog training. These dogs are trying to kill each other like the whole damn time. And then at the end of it, I put my dog up on my forerunner, and he's like, hey man, you want to pet my dog? And I was like, well, I mean, our dogs have been trying to like kill each other for the past 30 minutes. But hey, you know what? Why not? I'll freaking pet your dog. So I go to pet his dog, and then this thing jumps up on my chest, and it's like a long-haired German. And this thing just starts growling in my face. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm literally about to get my face bitten. And so I go and I shove him, and he just locks onto my arm, and just remember a couple quick tugs, and then it just happened so fast. And the next thing you know, I'm looking down on my arm, and my arm's covered in blood, and everyone's just in shock. Everyone's just like dead silent, and I just look over at her, at the trainer, and I was like, I'm gonna need a Band-Aid. She takes me to the van, patches me up, puts this antibiotic on me, and I don't go to the hospital or report it because what are you doing, Cusco? Hey, it's your ball. Okay. Because I don't want to report the dog. It was a puppy. It was aggressive, yes, and it needs some serious training. But I think she's a really good trainer, and it was just unfortunate for me to have to get bit. And instantly dehydrated. I'm talking instantly. Her husband patched me up with some butterfly bandages instead of, getting stitches. And I was in the fire department, so, I would just go to like the medics and get checked up. It was no big deal. They just kept it on the DL. So about 2 months after, me and my buddies were outside working on his truck. And it was me, my buddy Jazz, and my buddy CB. And we were all in the trailer park together, but this is not when we were in the trailer park. It's just somewhere else. So we would just move all over New Mexico together. But, so yeah, we're working on each trucks, drinking beers, hanging out, chilling. And I go outside, and I'm walking out my door, and I look to my right, and I look down the street, and there's this dog or some kind of big animal. And I see it just start, it like stops, and it just starts booking it towards me. Or it seems like it's booking it towards me. And I just lose it, man. I just book it to my house, and then I almost knocked down my damn door. I get inside, grab my gun and a knife, and I go outside to try to protect my buddies, and ended up being a baby husky. This tiny little baby husky. And that is when I realized I had a problem. Like, I had a serious problem, and I ain't go get help. But it got to the point where, yeah, like movies like Signs, where those German Shepherds are growling, can't watch. So I was watching Signs, and those dogs growl, those German Shepherds growling, and just the way they look at that girl, I cannot do that scene whatsoever. Certain video games, I know that New World, I had a trouble with that for a long time. I was playing with my sister, and we would get on every night, and we would be talking, and every time a wolf would try to run after me, I'd have to take off my headset and fight the damn thing. And I have gotten to the point where I can go inside of a pound. Before, I couldn't even go close to a pound. Cusco! I remember I'd be sleeping at the fire department, and I just wake up just covered in sweat, just gasping for air, because I would have that dream of that dog jumping on my chest, and just me not having the reaction time to push him off, and him, ripping my face. And it's just, I don't know, it sucked. And at first I didn't realize how someone could get like that. And then it happened to me, and I was just like, wow. I mean, to think about, like, my buddies would have to lock up their dogs I've known for years, the friendliest dogs you see in the world, and they would have to lock them up just because, I mean, I couldn't deal with them barking. I couldn't deal with anything, man. As soon as I sued that dog, I would just get in protective mode, and I just lock up. And then when I would hear the dog bark or whine or growl, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, it was traumatic. And it took me 3 years to get over. And a lot of people, 10, 20, 30 years, their whole life. And to me, to get over that fear, it actually, playing New World, and going to the pound, even if I were to step into that dog, step in to where the dogs were, I would hear them bark and growl, and I would step back out. And I'd go play with the cats or whatever. And I'd leave. Then I would come back when I was comfortable. I would go back in there. I would face my fear. And playing New World, I had trouble with that for the longest time because the wolves growling and they're chasing you all the damn time. And friggin', I was trying to talk to my sister while playing the game. And I remember I would always have to take off my headphones because as soon as I hear a wolf, I was be like, frick! I had to take off my headphones because I couldn't do it. And this was not that long ago. This was probably like 8 months ago, maybe. I mean, this is new that I've got over this. If you guys know anyone that's been through a traumatizing experience like that, just encourage them just to baby steps every day to, push forward and just try to get over that fear. Yeah, it took me 3 years. It's just encourage them that what they're going through is totally natural. That's the main thing. What they're going through, what they're experiencing is normal. It's just, it happened to me. I know other people it's happened to. It's a normal thing. And, it just takes time. It just takes time. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to get over this in a month, or I'm going to set a time where I'm going to get over this. No, you just have to, I got to write it out and just give it time. But, yeah. And it's, if you guys know someone that's gone through this stuff, it ain't made up, man. It ain't made up. And I've been through some shit, man. And I'm just getting over this. So, but I just want to let you guys know you can get over it and face that fear. But it's just, man, it's just baby steps, man. And me getting a dog is huge. Hey, Cusco, no, you're getting the cone, man. Damn it. I know you don't want it. Go lay down, Cusco. Go lay down. If you don't scratch your stitches, you won't get the cone, man. That's just the rules. Rules are rules, man. Alright, guys. And as always, click like and subscribe. Have a great, fantastic day. Get in the gym. Get some gains. Get over those fears. We all have them. I still got mine, man. I'm still getting over this dog thing. But I'm facing it one day at a time. Alright, guys. I'll catch you later. What? What, Cusco? What, you savage beast? Huh?